3-1 is foul.
She just is so patient at the plate. A couple of walks off of Beaver on Friday night. But since she's moved to that leadoff spot, about just over a week ago, like the way that she's been getting on base, high on base percentage because of her eye, and just this season has had so many clutch hits for this team.
Davis to the left side, a spinning throw from Dowling, and out number one record. Mosley off the end of the bat, and a flare into the mid of Heveland, 2 gone.
You'll hear all the little girls, the little softball players who are in the stands. I mean, any ball that is hit in the air, you'll hear. Need to know.
Kearney, this one will stay in the field of play. Tracking it is Heveland in foul territory. And a 1-2-3 inning for Kayla Beaver in her second start in Division I softball.
Yeah, they'll play Ole Miss later tonight, and then also they'll have the Monday night game trying to keep that undefeated record. I mean, you start to feel a lot of pressure if you've yet to get beaten.
Fly ball to right center and just tracked down by Dallas Goodnight on a fly ball off.
You play at a different time at your home field, and you're not playing games, you're not really practicing in the middle of the day because you know you have school, so it makes.
Now 2 down, nobody on, and an 0-2 count for Bailey Dowling. Shelby Walters, back-to-back inning-ending strikeouts, has set down 6 in a row.
Right-handed hitters, it's very unique. A couple of quirky things about her, and still leads to a lot of success and a great career.
3-1. Flared right into the mid of Emma Broadfoot, and that ends the inning. So Beaver pitches around a hit batter, still scoreless through 2.
Yeah, JT D'Amico there, the assistant for Georgia.
This is easily the longest review of the series that we've been part of. The 4th review, we had 2 yesterday, 2 in this inning alone. Georgia trying to sweep the Tide for the first time in program history. As Goodnight flares it into left field, and it drops in fair territory. First base hit of the game for the Bulldogs.
And Jenna Johnson was playing.
And now back to the top of the order for Lindy Ray Davis. Goodnight takes off. Here comes the throwdown from Giles, and no tag applied by Kenley Cahalan.
More out, it looks like.
The 2-1. Davis down the line in right field. It'll score Goodnight from second base. Davis into second with an RBI double, and Georgia with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Lindy Ray Davis these past few weeks, and really even this entire season, is just looking like a hitter who wants to hit. She has been so clutch with runners in scoring position and
in this series. Had a hand injury to her glove hand covering home plate against Florida State. Exited that game on a fly ball to left field. Could go for Alabama, and we're tied at 1 on a solo shot by Jenna Johnson.
Coach Murphy just mentioned how well she struck that foul ball whenever Kristen White got called out at first base for leaving early. And what that did when Tony Baldwin and Georgia reviewed that runner leaving early, it put the bat back in the hands of Jenna Johnson to start off this inning. First pitch she sees, she crushes it. It was struck a lot like that foul ball, but she got even more of it, tied up this game with one swing. The senior.
14 runners on base. And we're just 1 for 15 with runners in scoring position over the first 2 games of the series. That catches a piece of Giles, and the bases are loaded now for Kenley Cahalan.
Yeah, clearly on that back elbow.
Unfortunately, not the elbow with the guard on it. Sometimes you got to wear one for the team, though. Kinley Pates coming into pinch.
But there's no room for error on the inner half.
2-1 lifted into left field. Back on it is Chambly. Tagging from third is Hevelin, and it's off the line, cut off by Kerpix. Bama has a 2-1 lead.
And what I feel just seems so tight.
Dowling into right. Back on it is Kearney, and it's off the wall. Here comes Pate around third. She will score. And they'll hold both runners at second and third. Back-to-back runs for Alabama.
Bailey Dowling, I mean, look at where that pitch location is, but you know that Kerpix wants to go up in the zone. If she's throwing at a higher velocity, you anticipate more upspin, up in the zone, and she gets her barrel there. Good approach, knowing that Kerpix likes to throw that changeup, uses the right side of the field, every bit of the right side of the line. Gets the bounce, and Alabama, 3 runs in the top of the 4th inning.
In the left, charging on is Chambly, and she won't get there. 2 runs will score for Alabama. And now Broadfoot will trot into second base on an errant throw by Chambly. Huge inning for the Tide. And they take a 4-run lead.
That's why it's so important to put the ball in play. Just give yourself a chance to get on base and let the defense make a mistake. This is a ball that 100% should have been caught by Sid Chambly. And because there's 2 outs, the runner at second base did not have to wait to see if that was going to be caught. So she's running, the ball gets down, and Alabama scores 2 on that 1 swing. Just feel like you have to be able to call the top of the strike zone and the bottom at the knees.
The 1-1 from Kerpix is backhanded by Mosley. Gets it across the diamond and dug out by Emily Digby in time to end the inning, but not before Bama can plate 5 and take the lead.
Sarah Mosley is able to knock this hard hit ball down, keep it in front of her, and make it throw, but I'm
Armistead right back to Beaver, and will complete the play. Testing out that glove hand. Beaver fielding her position well again, gets out of some trouble, and Bama leads at 5-1 after 4 in Athens.
their RBI and what they returned to in the circle with 90% of their innings pitched. So a lot of familiar faces that are only looking to get better from last year and what they did.
Ellison shoots the 3-1 into the gap in right center. She will turn for 2 and think better of it on the throw in from Larissa Pruitt. Nonetheless, a leadoff
Scoring runs, innings pitched and wins.
that got a piece of Dallas Goodnight, so she's aboard for the 2nd time. Davis, the 3-2 to short. Cahalan on the second, good. The throw to first is in time for a double play. Cahalan to Hevelin to Broadfoot, and there are 2 down in the 5th.
Absolutely massive. Considering where Georgia is in their lineup with Lindy Ray Davis, the leadoff hitter, up to get 2 outs on 1 pitch, with Sarah Mosley coming up to bat, who hit a grand slam earlier in this series, is huge. And that is why I see her change speeds very much, if at all, in a game.
0-2. Right back up the middle. Charging in from short and throwing it away is Cahalan. One run is in. Mosley up to second base. Kearney, high pop up right side. Hevelin is there and puts it away to get Alabama out of the inning. And the Tide lead at 5-2 through 5. Stretch in which 9 of their opponents have been top 25 teams. Broadfoot to center. Goodnight is there, and that ends the inning. Georgia will try to get some runs back with Kuma, Chamblee, and Field. Always competes. "3-2 is in the dirt. And I beg your pardon, her home run yesterday, not a grand slam. That was Sarah Mosley. I saw you jump for a second. You're like, wait. In the last inning, saving at least one run off the board for Alabama. Lifts it to left at the wall and off the top of the wall for Jaden Goodwin. She will score Kuma from first on an RBI double.
That's why that leadoff walk just hurts so bad. You have the lead. Sydney Kuma drew the walk, and now she's able to score from first base. Beautiful swing by Goodwin. Swinging early into count. Great AB to start off this inning by Kuma, grinded it out, and then Goodwin, second pitch of her at bat, drives in a run. Over from North Carolina.
Takes on 9-1-2 in the Bama batting order. Kristen White leads it off for the Tide, who plated all 5 runs in the 4th. And Backus was terrific yesterday. Didn't feel like she pitched 5 innings because it was so quick. Full count to Hevelin. In the air, right field, foul territory. Charging in to make the play on one knee is Jada Kearney. And it's Georgia's last chance at the dish when we return, down 2 in Athens. For the first time in program history. One is up the middle on the 1-0. And a leadoff single brings the tying run to the plate in the form of Lindy Ray Davis.
And Dallas Goodnight has just been so productive out of the 9 spot in this game. Found a way to get on all 3 of her plate appearances. Single, hit by pitch, and then a single to...
I was picking up what you were putting down.
Yeah.
Davis into left field and down for a base hit. Goodnight stays put at second, and now the tying run is aboard for Georgia in the 7th.
Just Lindy Ray Davis going to school on how Kayla Beaver has pitched her in this game. Stayed away, low and out, and made a good adjustment from her previous at bat where she hit a ground ball off of that pitch.
Sarah Gordon comes in to pinch run for Lindy Ray Davis.
You can tell too right now, Matt, the confidence that Patrick Murphy and Alabama have and Kayla Beaver to try to finish out this game. It would be around this time where you're thinking, all right, 4th time through, should we make a change here? Having better contact and at bats, and now this is the 8th time that Georgia has faced her this weekend, and continuing to leave Kayla Beaver out there with the confidence they've had in their ace pitcher this year.
Mosley hit a grand slam yesterday. And leads the SEC and runs batted in. Can end it with one swing and produce Georgia's first ever sweep of Alabama. Alabama hasn't been swept in an SEC series since 2013 at LSU. The 1-2.
It's good plate coverage in that. Outside corner low and away, and the fact that she's took that rise ball out of the zone. We saw her chase that pitch and a couple of other at-bats. Put together a really good AB here against Beaver.
One, two. Lifted into left and foul out of play.
It's a tough part about pitching to Mosley is that she has pull side power and she has opposite field power. She can hit the ball out of the ballpark at all parts.
Kayla Beaver 1 out away from a complete game victory and snatching a series sweep out of the hands of Georgia. The 1-0. That gets through. In from third, scores Goodnight, and it's a one-run game in Athens.
So much going on here because that ball sneaks by and now Georgia is within a run, but also the runner advances from first to second and moves into scoring position to try to tie up this game.
Heads up base running by both Goodnight and Gordon, who now stands at second base as the tying run, and they will intentionally walk, barely, Sydney Kuma. And that leaves ball four. And that loads the bases for Jaden Fields. And Alabama will stay riding with Kayla Beaver. She's due. 0 for 3 today.
And it's just going to be up to Kayla Beaver right now to try to settle down her heart rate and throw strikes. Give your defense a chance to make a play right here. Find that command, make one pitch at a time.
Game-winning run in scoring position. And a check swing brings Georgia to its final strike. Gordon at third would tie it. Kuma at second would win it. 0-2 to Fields.
That's a great take, and Beaver wanting to get Fields to chase out of the zone there, and her showing discipline on that pitch. Just feel like the Alabama defense is about to get tested here to make this last out.
Georgia has never swept Alabama. And the 1-2 just misses low to level the count at 2 apiece.
That is a pitcher's pitch right there, and did not get the call. Good take by Fields to extend her at bat.
Beavers 2-2. Outside, ball 3. Full count. Tying run at third. Big time strikeout, Kayla Beaver. And the Crimson Tide avoid the sweep at Athens and take game 3.
This is the first year that Kayla Beaver has pitched in the SEC, but the first 2 weekends you are seeing